But to be perfectly honest, I don't think I've changed all that much. Because I've still got the same body that I did when I was 16 years old. You know, if you look at me with my shirt off when I was 16 years old and me with my shirt off now, it's about the same. Actually, I take that back. I'm better now. I've gained, because I was too skinny back then, and I've gained some weight and some muscle since then. So I have a better figure now than I did when I was like 18 years old. Nice to be a guy. The older you get, the better you look. As opposed to women, you know, like the older they get, the more their breasts hang down to past their knees. Oh man, am I gonna have the sun on my face all the way home? I'm regretting taking this way home. There's two ways I could have taken to get home. This is the quicker way, and the other route would have been more scenic. Yeah. Oh, there's someone on a motorcycle following me. That's scary. Where'd they come from? Ah, yeah. So I don't know. I'm really glad that this is such a long vacation. Normally when I come back to Canada to visit, it's like a week or 2 week long vacation, which seems about, you know, right for a vacation. You know, like 10 days or normally it's about not a week. I don't think of it. 7 days would be too crazy considering it's a full 24 hours on planes to get here and 24 hours to get back. Normally it's like 10 days to 2 weeks. But this time, yeah, I'm here for a solid just under 2 months. So, and I'm really glad that I was thinking to myself, I'm going to be bored to tears. That's too long. That's too long. But it isn't too long because we have a child, and we have this like really short span of time to do something in a day. Because when you got like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, you know, they wake up in the morning and they've got energy then, and that's the time that you can like head out and do shit. And then you gotta get them back for the afternoon, because then they gotta nap, and they nap for most of the afternoon. And then when they're finished from the nap, then they gotta eat dinner. And 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, they eat slow, so you gotta spend like an hour and a half to feed them dinner, if you're lucky. And then by then it's already nighttime, and nighttime in Canada this time of year is kind of too cold out to go out and do much. So, guess what? Your day's over. So literally the only time in a day that I have to go out and do stuff with my family is like I got like a 4 hour window in the morning, and that's it. So I got 4 hours a day that I can do something. That's what it pretty much equals. And then the rest of the time we just it's either him napping, or it's nighttime, or we're eating. Kind of in this guy's blind spot, so I should back off and pass him. This bike evidently has 5 gears. My instincts keep telling me to shift up. Like I'm used to 6. Every motorcycle I've owned has had 6 gears. Even ones that were smaller than this. But this is it has 5. So I keep trying to shift up an extra gear and it's not there. Yeah, so what's it talking about? Forget. Oh yeah. So yeah, I remember the whole. I only have a 4-hour gap. So 4-hour window. So yeah, so I'm really glad that I gave myself too much time on this vacation. I originally wanted to come here for it was something like 4 weeks, and then it changed to like 6 weeks. That's what I booked for the flights. And then my wife was like, 6 weeks is such a short time. Since we're bringing our son, and we have someone to watch the dogs. And you said we can stay as long as we like, since you know you do most of your work on the computer. And she's like, why don't we stay longer? And I'm like, well, you stay much longer. It's going to be winter. You're not going to have fun in winter. And I'm like, okay, I'll add another week on. And then shortly after I added another week on, I regretted it. And I actually phoned the flight company, the airline. There we go. I phoned the airline to ask them if I could change the date. And they're like, yeah, sure you can. You just got to pay an extra few $100s for each person. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck that. So I actually wanted to shorten it. I was considering, like, if they had said, yeah, you can change it, I was gonna take a week off, and that would have been bad, because the first week I didn't do anything. The first whole week I just sat, because I didn't have a vehicle, and I was taking care of my son, and my wife wasn't here yet. So for the first week, I pretty much just was me and my son battling jet lag and sitting in my friend's basement. So it was actually a fairly depressing and stressful first week, because here I am back in Winnipeg, and I couldn't even leave the house. I was, like, I can't start busting it around the city when I'm carrying a 2-year-old along with me. It's just, and then he needs to nap, and he needs special foods, and then there'd be times when he was hungry, and like there wasn't food in the house, or the people that I was staying with, they'd be like, yeah, we're making dinner, and I'm like, oh, cool. So that's one less stress for me. And then they make the dinner, and oh, look, it's something spicy. And my son, he's 2 years old. He doesn't eat spicy foods. If you put something spicy in his mouth, he spits it out immediately. So I'm like, oh. So now it's dinner time. My kid's hungry, and the dinner that I've been waiting to feed him is he can't eat. It was really stressful. And then as soon as my wife showed up, it was so stressful that I started to have physical symptoms of stress. Okay, I'll say it. I was bleeding out my ass. I was just like, the stress was so bad. I was just like, every time I go to the bathroom, the toilet looked like a cherry slushie. So, and then it was getting worse and worse. It was just stress, like I had no vehicle, taking care of a small child, stuck in a basement, I was, and then pretty much as soon as my wife showed up, it just kind of like went away. And it was very obvious that it was just the stress that was causing it, as opposed to all the hard anal sex I was having with my ex-girlfriend's husband, which I thought it could also be that. And I'm like, Then my wife shows up, stress goes away, it clears up. Okay, I'm going to stop this video. The roads are boring anyways, right? Oh, good light's green. No time. Look at all the birds. Birds. Yeah, birdie, birdie, birdie. Yeah, birdie, birdie, birdie. I practiced that bird call for years to get it to sound that realistic. This is Canada, man. People are like saying how boring it is, but it's boring to you because you're used to big roads and open, like big open roads with big open spaces with huge ass fucking stores that are like oversized for no reason. But for me, this is something I only see once every 4 years, 5 years. So it's pretty interesting to me. But yeah, I'm gonna stop